guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Valerie here. If you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. So today I'll be reacting to Ice Spice being exposed for snatching Central C from his ex. Whoa, it's going to be interesting. Let's go straight into the video, guys.
Hello everybody, welcome to the impressive channel. It seems like Ice Spice and Central C created some drama around their latest single. Now they dropped their new song together called Did It First. And prior to releasing this video, Ice Spice was parading around the town with this UK rapper Central C, and they've been stirring up rumors that they are dating. Now, funny enough, Central C's ex-girlfriend Madeline Argy put it on blast that he was linking up with Ice Spice behind her back.
Guys, imagine you break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he's posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart. I didn't even actually get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl. He gave me not even like 12 hours notice before he was being filmed in Chrome Hearts with her. The flight from America is 12 hours. She was already on the fucking plane. This is 4 days until my birthday. When I saw him in her comment section like that, I tweeted so bad I was gonna put the screenshot on my story.
I want to pause this video and read what he messaged her. He said, "Come home, I still love you. You should caption your next post the same as Ice's." And the rest of it got cut off, but basically he was trying to pacify Madeline after she saw him commenting under Ice Spice's post.
I thought rapper boyfriend was at least considerate enough to let me have my birthday week, and then I see them at the 6th of July. My birthday's on the 7th. This man has since emailed me, called my mum, tried to follow my friends on Instagram. You get the gist. So it wasn't that much of a surprise when I get a call from his team, and it's a girl on the end of the phone saying, first and foremost, I'm a girl's girl. So his team is calling me, trying to convince me to have a conversation with him, and they're trying to tell me like he had no control over this, and I'm trying to get the point across. It doesn't matter if he had control or not. Why the was I told 12 hours before it happened? I'm going insane because all I'm seeing is comments like, how could she condone this? This is so embarrassing for her. Like, why would she let her man act like this? Guys, I never agreed to this. No one told me. Okay, now that we got the logistics out the way, I have to laugh. When I got sent this story 5,000 times, me and my friends were dying. We thought Ice Spice must have found out that he played me and beat his ass. That's the only reason he would have one shoe on. He escaped, and that's why he said you only live twice. Then this guy put on his broadcast channel, no Madeline Slander shall be tolerated. Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to?
Now, what I pretty much got from all of this is this is nothing but a huge publicity stunt, okay? I think Ice Spice and Central C's relationship is a publicity stunt.
But wait a minute, I don't think it's a publicity stunt. No, I don't think so. Yes, what the girl is saying could be right. It could be that they were, having a relationship behind her back, because how the hell do you go behind, get into a relationship straight to the US, and then like it doesn't make sense. Like you immediately break up, you're on your way to the US, right? Guys, I don't get it. So me, I always feel like whenever like a boy and a girl are there and then they break up, and then any of them get into a relationship as soon as possible, meaning that they were already having an affair, behind each other's back or behind the other person's back. Because how the hell do you fall in love that easily or get into a relationship just like that?
Put it out there that Central C likes to play PR games. In fact, when they were dating, he tried to conjure up dating rumors with another girl. So Central C is a mess. He's a mess, and I think all of these stunts are for him to promote his new single with Ice Spice called Did It First. And Ice Spice is obviously in on this too. I think she feels like she has to create a little drama.
I don't know, but guys, I find Ice Spice so suspicious. I don't know, there's this thing about her that I don't know, I don't feel okay with whenever I see her. Like, what do you think about this girl?
is releasing her album Y2K soon. So she's kind of stirring up some drama ahead of her album release. So this whole thing to me is just a publicity stunt. Now, moving on, I want to talk
what's
about
up with
Normani. I
Normani?
did say I was going to talk about some of her interviews that I saw where she talked about her old management, and I'm going to get into that a little later on in this video. She did release her debut album, Dopamine, which I really, really, really like, but her album just hasn't been getting the love that it should. Her label RCA has really fumbled her rollout. They haven't really put much effort into promoting her at all. They didn't
That's
even
right,
allow her
because
to
hardly
release her
have I
music
heard about
videos
her
yet. And she
music.
already recorded a few videos for her album, but the label has been holding the videos hostage for some reason. And I just don't understand why, because it could have helped her rollout. But personally, I think RCA is just not invested. And I kind of got that feeling that they weren't invested when Normani revealed that she had to pay $1 million out of pocket to fund her own video for Wild Side because the label didn't believe in the song.
But I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot that I had to
$1 million
invest
for her
my own.
Wild
That's
Side
right.
video?
Invest.
music video.
Invest.
Yeah, a while alone, but I believe in
So
what
it's
I'm
over $1
doing.
million
And
budget, huh? That's
Why?
crazy.
Sorry, guys. Why would like your label, your management not have like hope in the song that I mean they are the ones managing you. So if you created a song, I mean, and then it's like they don't have like hope or in the song whether the song is going to make it loud or not. Like damn.
Wow.
yes,
Wow.
how
So it's clear that the label is not giving Normani a budget like that, and I think they won't really start caring about her until her music starts
Oh yeah.
trending. But as of right now, it seems like they're not really invested, which is unfortunate. I think
Which
Normani
is
deserves
what
better,
I
but I
find
understand the
very
industry is
disgusting about, all this management level thing. Like they always like want to get involved when the person, I mean the musician or whichever artist has blown, like has become high, has gotten to a peak. Like that's when they want to get involved. But when the person is never there, it's like they'll never put the effort to even push that person up. That's so sweet. Like,
very hard. And if you don't do what the label tells you to do, if you don't make the music the label wants you to make, and most importantly, if the music is not performing in the way the label wants it to perform,
oh yeah,
then they will withdraw their support.
oh yeah,
And
that's
I
how
really
it
do like
is.
her album, and I think eventually people will catch on and appreciate it, but the songs are going to have to grow organically because the
Yeah,
label ain't
I
doing
agree.
nothing to push the music. So the people have to do it. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of the interviews that Normani did. I found them to be quite interesting. She did an interview with Terrell. Shout out to Terrell. And she also did an interview with Zach Sang. And she opened up about her weak rollout. And she also said that her old management played a role in a lot of her setbacks, which I found to be quite interesting.
Would you say for your debut album that that the promotional pieces, that everything came together exactly how you wanted?
absolutely not.
Not.
Absolutely not.
What would you have done differently?
It's hard to answer that question only because I feel like there's been so much prior to even the rollout that has kind of affected the outcome and like the result of. I think that we were doing the best that we could with the cards that we were dealt and what was given. A lot's changed from the beginning of the process when it comes to this album up until now. In terms of the business, on my behalf, things could have just been handled more responsibly.
That's honest.
And then things happened that were just kind of inevitable in terms of like my team switched, which was for the better, for the grace of God. But in real time, like it didn't feel very good, especially with trying to put this album out and that feeling like yet another roadblock. But there's been so much resistance, I feel like, on this process for me, which makes this moment even sweeter and mean more, just because of everything that I feel that I've had to endure.
A lot of like,
Yeah.
a lot of adult stuff and
Like
family stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom diagnosed with breast cancer, and then the following year, my dad diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Whoa.
A lot of things
Whoa.
shifted.
Girl,
Team
she's going
changing.
through a lot.
A lot. So I can't necessarily say that the journey looked like what I envisioned, but I'm grateful for it because I feel like I've learned so much.
Yeah.
And so for me to finally get this project out, like there's been plenty of times where I'm like, I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, is this gonna happen?
You didn't think it was going to come out?
There was a lot of
She's
factors.
so speechless.
A lot of factors.
Like what?
It's logistics. It's a lot of things like behind the scenes, and like management was a really huge part of that.
Totally.
For me, right in the middle of everything happening. So I think that also kind of felt like yet another setback. But in hindsight, it was the best thing that could have happened to me.
One thing that Normani echoed
Wow.
that stuck out to me a lot was the switching of her management teams.
You know
for
that
those who don't
stage
know,
when you
Normani
know that
actually-
one thing is not going right for you, and then another thing happens like today to the people close to you, like those your loved ones as well. At the same time, your problem, like it can be so depressive. And the way like I see her speaking with all the makeup on, and then it's like she looks okay. I'm wondering what is going on in her mind. Like,
used to be managed by this guy named Brandon Silverstein. He has this management label called S10, and he partnered up with Jay-Z's management company, Rock Nation. In fact, he's still doing business with Jay-Z because a couple of months ago, he was out there in Japan doing business with him. So he's actually one of Jay-Z's business associates. And this was Normani's manager. However, he wasn't a very effective manager for Normani at all. She missed a lot of opportunities. She missed tons of opportunities to actually perform.
that's so
And also,
painful.
she had a Tommy Hilfiger deal that fell through. And there was just a lot of things that just didn't go right when she was under his management. And I don't really know the ins and outs of everything that happened, but Normani's producer, Tommy Brown, actually put this tweet out. And let's be honest, some managers kill careers. The mentions were very interesting.
I agree a lot because I mean it's like most artists depend on their managers because they don't have, of course, the resources they need to like get to the top. So it's like everything is on their managers or their management. Sorry, the management. So without them, how are they going to like make a progress, excel? Like it just crossed my mind how much influence management have on their artists, and that's very
a lot of
wicked,
people said he
especially
was
when you're
talking about
fragile.
Normani's manager at the time, Brandon Silverstein. So there is this belief that Brandon mismanaged Normani's career for a long time. And I did end up finding some information on him that was very disturbing to me. In fact, Industry Blackout actually put Brandon on blast for cussing out and berating one of his young black clients.
You! You!
Yes.
Yes. Bro, I have tens of millions of dollars. I'll sue you. I'll fucking sue your artist. I'll fucking sue your artist's father. Sue everybody. I'll sue the label you signed to. I'll sue the fucking publisher you signed to. So shut the up. Shut up, you little.
That was on Zoom, guys. On Zoom.
Do y'all hear how unhinged this man sounds? I mean, can you all imagine what he must have been doing behind the scenes and how he must have been handling Normani's career? if he's acting like that.
mean.
Now, the industry blackout gave more details about his rant in this long post and said that he was cussing out a teenage artist. And the songwriter Tiffany Red actually spoke to the artist's team, and she called out Brandon Silverstein as well.
This is giving unhinged. This is giving, maybe you should invest in some anger management. This is giving, I do business like I think I'm a mafia mobster or some shit. This is how I negotiate. By making threats to 23-year-old and 16-year-old kids and try to ruin their dreams if they don't do what you want, right? So I just got off the phone with the manager who he just spoke to like that. He's 23 years old. He manages a kid that's 16. 2 young black men from London. Okay. At this point now, the kid doesn't even know if he wants to do music anymore because of how Brandon is treating him and speaking to him. And the manager is just saying, hey, my client's not happy, trying to, negotiate because, they're in business with Brandon. And this is how he responded. Don't put your page on private now, Brandon.
You! You! Bro, I had tens of millions of dollars. I'll sue you. I'll fucking sue your artist. I'll fucking sue your artist father.
This crazy man was managing Normani. Now,
I'm just thinking.
It took so long
just thinking about what he would have done to Normani. Like the crazy things, the theft, the abusiveness that Normani had gone through in the hands of this man. Damn.
Normani to get an album out. Can you understand why her business was all out of whack? Because this guy was managing her career. And I'm side-eyeing Jay-Z for still doing business with him. I really am. But yeah, that video was very disturbing, and it says a lot about Brandon Silverstein's character. And he seems to be pretty connected too. So I wonder if he has had any effects on Normani's career behind the scenes. I wonder if he kind of ruined her relationship with her label RCA, or I wonder if he kind of hurt her reputation. I don't know. You just never know. With his type of temperament, anything could have happened. But I am glad that Normani left him. I'm glad that she signed with a new management team. She's currently being managed by Lydia Asrat, who is responsible for Doja Cat and Coco Jones' success. And also she's managed by Brandon Creed, who manages Charlie XCX, Troye Sivan, and Ariana Grande. So just last year she signed to this new management, and within a year she was able to get her album out finally. So that lets you know that her new management team has done more for her within 1 year than her old manager did for her in 5 years. So Normani has dealt with a lot, I will say that, and she still is not in the best position with her label RCA, but I think her and her team are going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting, and they're going to kind of have to move like they're starting from scratch. They have to build from the ground up. It's going to take a lot of effort, but I do think it will pay off. Anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this.
Alright guys, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about Ice Spice and Central C's relationship, so-called relationship. Whether they have a relationship, or it's a business relationship, or it's a contract relationship. See you in the next video. Bye.